they spent some time this morning on his tape, Viva, with Trump discussing the Karen McDougal payment, which is color to this case, but is not really at issue in this case. The documentation of it is not something he's been charged with. It's the documentation of a different payment to a different woman. The prosecution's just setting the stage with the Karen McDougal stuff.
Look, the evidence that we've been seeing adduced by Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels has had no probative evidentiary value. It has only been for the purposes of being prejudicial in that it's humiliating or paints a picture of. When you talk about the crime fraud exception, look, I won't venture out of my alley. I was a Quebec attorney, no longer practicing because I don't live in Quebec anymore. But when Michael Cohen was recording these conversations, there was no crime even being alleged to have been committed. And so he's recording the conversations with his client, not because he's being bullied into breaking the law by an El Chapo type client. He's recording it to extort his client at a later date if need be. And that's what
Let me just interject. What he said today was that he recorded him because he wanted to then go show the National Enquirer, see, this is like, he's on me to make sure it's getting done. We got to make sure this gets done. I'm that connected.
Megyn, let me just tell you how I'm not calling you this name, I'm calling Michael Cohen, how insanely idiotic that explanation is, that he's going to go tell David Pecker, I secretly recorded my own client, and now I'm showing you something that he doesn't know I even recorded. I mean, it's so insanely idiotic. What he did was make a recording potentially with the long-term objective of extorting Trump. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. He failed to get on the campaign. It seems that he was heartbroken, and some people might have suggested suicidal, but that's what he was doing. He wasn't even recording a crime in real time. The ultimate irony in all of this is that, I don't know if you followed Michael Avenatti, the other convicted lawyer extortionist in this wonderful trilogy of characters, from jail, tweeting out that he gets a call from the producer of Stormy Daniels' documentary Netflix series, and then they admit that they circumvented payment to Stormy Daniels to circumvent the money that she owed Donald Trump. And so they concocted a fraudulent payment scheme to conceal Stormy Daniels assets from Donald Trump. I mean, it's another realm of accuse your enemies of what you're doing, confession through projection. They are the ones who are guilty of everything they're accusing Trump of. But bottom line, when Cohen was recording that conversation, his explanation is untenable at best. To say, I'm going to go to some other guy now and show you a secret recording between me and my client, untenable. He was doing it.
It does occur to me. I don't believe that Trump has committed a crime here, but I would say if you're thinking about committing a crime, you should definitely do it with a bunch of losers, convicted liars, and people with no reputation. It's very helpful when they take the stand. It's very easy to dismiss. For the record, here is that Cohen-Trump audio from September 2016, all right, this is 2 months before the election, not even, discussing Karen McDougal, and you can hear Cohen suggesting the matter's been handled, and you hear Trump say something about cash, and you'll hear Cohen say no, 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 and then they say check. I don't know. The submission was that this is Trump clearly being like, pay her in cash for God's sake, and Michael Cohen saying no. I'm not sure if my own take on it is that it hasn't really become an issue, not for nothing, but here's the tape.
I need to open up a company for the transfer of all of that info regarding our friend David, so that I'm going to do that right away. I've actually come up and I've spoken to Alan Weisselberg about how to set the whole thing up with
So what are we going to pay?
Funding. Yes. And it's all the stuff. All the stuff, because you never know where that company, you never know where he's going to be.
Gets it, but
correct. So I'm all over that, and I spoke to Alan about it when it comes time for the financing, which will be.
Listen, what financing?
We'll have to pay you. So
I'll pay for cash.
No. I got no.
Okay, so that's it's showing how involved Trump was in the payments to Karen McDougal, not Stormy, and thus the implication by the prosecution will be he was this involved in Stormy as well. And I assume, Viva, shortly we're going to hear Michael Cohen probably testify to that too, that he micromanaged all the payments, including the Stormy payments. Again, though, they have to get to him also saying, and this is how I would like it to be documented in the books. This is how you should bill it, Michael Cohen. And this is how our bookkeeper will write it down. I don't know that, I wouldn't put it past Cohen, but I'm actually not expecting that testimony.
This is the portion where Michael Cohen said that when asked, is there a longer conversation you had later? He says, yes, I mean, no, I think. And I think this is the same one where he says that the call the recording got cut short because he got a call from Capital One, correct? All right.
Yep.
I'm not sure that I even believe that recording was cut short as a result of an incoming call.
No, I'm not sure I do either.
Anybody to cut it there, because who the heck knows what they discussed afterwards. What do I surmise from that? Absolutely nothing, to quote the great movie UHF. Absolutely nothing. All right, good. And that doesn't even have to do with the alleged payment in the alleged 34 charge felony indictment. This is just to color the file with a bunch of prejudicial, irrelevant information to attack character or make someone look bad. All that I know is, listening to that, Michael Cohen sounds like the scumbag stereotype of an attorney that we all know that he is. It's so dirty, Megyn, to record a conversation like that. What was he doing it for? Can you
imagine with a client, with your only client, and when you point out accurately, he knew this wasn't a crime, that there wasn't even allegedly a crime. He just recorded him without telling him on his iPhone. Do you owe back taxes? Stressful? Pandemic relief is now officially over. Along with hiring thousands of new agents and field officers, the IRS has kicked off 2024 by sending over 5 million pay-up letters to those who have an unfiled tax return or balances owed. Don't waive your rights and speak with them on your own. Tax Network USA, a trusted tax relief firm, has saved over $1 billion in back taxes for their clients, and they can help you secure the best deal possible. Whether you owe 10 grand or 10 million, they can help you. Whether it's business or personal taxes, even if you have the means to pay, or if you don't and you're on a fixed income, they can help you finally resolve your tax burdens once and for all. Call 1-800-245-6000 for a private free consultation, or visit tnusa.com/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.